When a political movement takes on an issue, supposedly on behalf of another group, it should be with the intention of protecting that group from objective harm or supporting its members emotionally. The left's alleged support of transsexuals has never been about either of those things. It has always been about their ability, their pathological need to control society by force. If you were to go out and ask 100 leftists outside the view of the press and the public if they truly believe that men could become women, almost none of them would say they believe that. That's because no left-wing issue is actually about truth. All left-wing issues are actually about power and how they can better implement their policies, which are, by definition, destructive to humanity. Trans issues on the left are not about trans people. It's just one of the many tactics that they use to attempt to force us to say, do, and ultimately believe things that are objectively false. Psychologist Jordan Peterson faced this kind of attack full force from the Canadian government when he objected to their efforts to make it illegal to say that a biological male was a biological male if that person preferred to think of themselves as a woman. Just to be clear, you could be put in jail for saying that a person was a biological male, even if you courteously refer to that person as she when addressing them. That was not enough for them. You had to agree that something provably false was true in order to stay out of prison. There's nothing more important to a leftist than the ability to make the rest of us say false things. Why? Because it's the most effective way to get us to comply with the ultimate destruction of our species. This would not be possible anywhere else in the animal kingdom, but getting human beings to deny reality often enough and for long enough is the quickest path to making us complicit in our own extinction. Planet Earth, for all the amazing opportunities it presents, is a very unforgiving place. For those who break the rules of survival, they don't last long. You have some on the left in alarmingly growing numbers that openly advocate for the extinction of human beings. This is something that would have been unthinkable not too long ago. And it's a bit of a problem for the left because these folks are saying out loud what many leftists have only whispered about for a very long time, that humans are bad. There are too many of us. We need to be tightly controlled. And this needs to be accomplished through any means necessary, including violence. And if they say to you that this has nothing to do with eradicating the human species, ask yourself, what is the only possible outcome of the things that they're advocating? Leftists want us to believe that men can become women and that protecting and honoring women makes you a misogynist, which, as a reminder, means someone who hates women, hates. As they will tend to do, leftists have warped this word into something more nebulous, more unprovable, so that it can be used against nearly everyone, including some women who are not on board with their policies. Leftists have created for themselves and hope to impose on us an upside-down world where right is wrong and wrong is right, true is false and false is true. For them, obesity is healthy. Fitness is racist. So is criminal justice. But racism is good as long as it's the right kind of racism. Here in America, we seem to have looked over the dystopic leftist abyss and decided that we did not want to jump. Time will tell. In the meantime, don't believe them. Believe your own eyes. That is the one thing they just cannot abide.